Thank you for coming to my channel, Compass Starlight. This is going to be a full moon reading, a weekend reading. Let's see what kind of energies the full moon, there's a lot of cards. Let's see what kind of energy the full moon brings in for us. What kind of energies will we meet for the weekend? Cards were shuffled prior to recording. I'll get a few shuffles in here on camera. This is Hope, card number 39. This is the Mantegna Tarot. It is my archetype deck. Let's see if we get one more card here. What kind of energy can we expect for this weekend? Again, that was a lot of cards, but I'll take these two. That is what I'm being called to do. We have, that's really interesting. It's not how my cards usually come to me. We also have Logic, card number 22, and Geometry, card number 24. This one here is the Starseed Oracle. Let's see what kind of messages we have from this Oracle. What kind of messages would Spirit like to impart to us for this weekend? Activated Earth. Anything else? Any other messages here? Lifting the veil. Activated Earth and lifting the veil. And then finally here we have this deck. This is the Neon Rider Tarot. Uh-oh. What happened? That's weird. Yep. Very odd. I don't even know what card that was. That was flipped over and reverse. I don't know. It's just one card. Anyhow, this is the Neon Rider Tarot. I think it's gorgeous. These are beautiful cards. What kind of messages can Spirit share to us, with us, from this full moon energy? That was the Wheel of Fortune that just flipped out. What other messages? The Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Tower was seen. Let me get one more card. Technically, that Tower came out in reverse, didn't it? And then it's followed by the Sun. Great. That's promising. The Tower is not always a bad thing. It is just a sudden, surprising change, which generally is meant to work in our favor, to help us learn, to help us grow, to help us expand, to develop further. 39, 22, and 24 on these Mantegna Tarot cards. 39 is hope. Omens. It is the archetype for omens. Follow a sublime idea until it is realized. Card number 22 is logic. It is the archetype for common sense. Think over problems. Don't split hairs. And geometry, card number 24, is the archetype for strategy. Always weigh carefully the forces at play. Don't split hairs. Weigh carefully the forces at play. Now, we did get this card the other day. This card, geometry. And follow a sublime idea until it is realized. This is suggesting, however, that we don't overthink the issue at hand. Don't split hairs when faced with a problem. Follow a sublime idea until it is realized. This is having faith in your path, having faith in your choices. Have a strategy. Weigh carefully the forces at play. Have a strategy in approaching your ideas. Have faith that you can bring them into reality, and don't overthink things. Logic. Interestingly, we have over here the card lifting the veil. And look at this card. This is a veiled dragon. It's a winged dragon. This suggests a sense of magic, divine inspiration that is being obscured. It is under wraps. Perhaps it is time to lift the veil. It is time to take action. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Swords here, this is getting that wheel spinning, having the momentum to bring something forward. This is having the hope and the faith that it is going to move, and you're being asked to grasp onto the idea. You have clarity over it to overcome the heartbreak. We have both the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands showing up against the Three of Swords, combating that Three of Swords. The Three of Swords being heartbreak. How do we overcome this heartbreak? What is the heartbreak? What is the heartbreak that you find? The repeated lessons that hurt. The repeated circumstances, the repeated cycles. What kind of patterns have you had in your life that have continuously brought heartbreak and pain to the surface? We are being asked to see that we have enough clarity and the ability to take action to heal this, to heal these wounds of the heart, to heal ourselves, to take action and move forward, to let go of those old heartbreaks, those old patterns, those old hurts. And what does that mean? In letting go of these patterns and pains, you may be called to let go of circumstances, places, situations, people that constantly, I should say consistently, time after time, do not measure up, do not balance with you, and end up leaving you feeling at a loss. This is the Tower. This is the moment of clarity, of waking up, of seeing the signs that are presented to you. If you continue on this pattern, you will continue having this heartbreak. You are being awakened with the Tower energy. That sudden burst to knock down this structure, this pattern, that you've had and you've been relying upon for quite a while. Now it is time to build something new and something stronger. You're being awakened to the sun, to the light, to the illumination, the clarity that it is incumbent upon you to move this wheel forward, to grasp that wand, to move out onto the horizon and accept, take action, the new ventures with clarity. That you have this knowledge to build something new. To hell with this foundation. It didn't suit you anyway, or you have outgrown it. You are being tossed from this castle, from this tower. It no longer serves you. The babe here in the sun, the newborn, the new life, lifting the veil into the light, into the new, through the portal. Through the portal. Activated Earth says power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. Spirit paths. In Australian Aboriginal culture, songlines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers? Or to tend the land you live on? To honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land? As you connect with earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. The starseed activation says, I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. Now this is asking us to follow that path, to tune into those ley lines, to tune into the spiritual path and have hope and faith that the wheel spins in our favor. To have hope and faith that as we grasp this wand and move out onto the horizon, that we will be presented with new opportunities that will serve us for our growth. Eventually into the light of the sun, into prosperity. One of the last readings had in it an element about dancing and connecting with the earth, to moving physically upon the surface of the earth, to connect with the energy, to ground yourself in the energy, and to share, to kind of realign your frequency with the earth's energy. We are still being asked to connect with the grounded energy of earth. We are still being asked to be grounded and to follow that path, to be in alignment with the energy of the earth, to nurture it as the earth nurtures us. Lifting the veil says, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. That's not always easy, but the tower is telling us this, that whatever is unstable beneath our feet, whatever has grown old and crumbly, needs to go. We need to form a new foundation. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and the ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself. Have hope and faith. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. The Starseed Soul Inquiry asks, what isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? How are we being called to bring it back into harmony? We are certainly being asked to take hold of new ideas, to reach for the new, to look out on the horizon for new adventures, new endeavors, new beginnings. We're being asked to tune in and tap in to the earth energy, the spiritual path as represented by this activated earth card. We're being asked here with hope to follow a sublime idea until it is realized, to have faith in it, to see it through, and the wheel of fortune spins in our favor. It gains momentum the more we hold on to that faith. We are being asked to consider the forces at play. We're being asked to balance the energies, to take a look at the negative forces, whatever it is that isn't working. And that is being demonstrated to us in this card, the Tower, but it would also be shown to you in your daily life. There's something that seems off to you. It's something that you no longer need. It's something that no longer serves you. It is something that is falling away from your life. It does not feel good. It's not in alignment with you. You're being asked to make the change, to pursue, follow the sun, follow your heart. It's time to lift the veil. We have the ability to overcome. The Wheel of Fortune suggests we have the ability to overcome. The Sun suggests that we have the ability to overcome. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. These are two things being offered by the hand of God, the universe. It is Source offering us the divine inspiration and the clarity and knowledge and wisdom so that we can overcome whatever feels like a heartbreak, whatever feels painful, patterns, situations that no longer feel good to us. We are being asked to harmonize the energy by healing this, by letting it go. This is removing these patterns from our life. This is removing these hurtful situations, disassociating from them, disassociating from people who are hurtful, people who perhaps have absolutely no intention of being hurtful, but they are just no longer running the same frequency as you. They're no longer in alignment with you. You are on to other endeavors in life. You're being asked to follow your heart and to being asked to follow the path to which you're being called. And in that path, you will find the light, the sun, your happiness, your joy. What have we here? We have the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. What is this? What is this? What does this look like to you? The Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. The Six of Wands is being seen as a hero, coming out victorious, being honored for your achievements, being rewarded for your hard work, being held in high regard. The Four of Wands here is it's a Four of Swords. I beg your pardon. The Four of Swords is a chance, an opportunity to rest and recuperate, to internalize the information that you have at hand. And we have this Knight of Coins. This Knight of Coins, this is a slow moving but stable offer. A stable offer. As we internalize this information, as we evaluate the frequency, our path, how we can heal this heartbreak, as we evaluate that energy, we can bring forth an opportunity for steady, stable energy. And following that, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the decider. The Hierophant is the one who is able to bless the marriage. The Hierophant is the one who is able to honor the initiates and bring them to the level of master. It is the higher source within you, the discernment that you possess, the discernment with which you can evaluate situations. You're being asked to evaluate where in your life you need to make repairs, where in your life you need to make redirection, and where in your life you need to heal heartbreak. We have the Chariot. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. The Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. That was a lot of cards. But what is this message saying? The Chariot. Moving forward with clarity. Here again we have the Ace of Swords. We have it twice in this reading. Moving forward with confidence, with victory, with knowledge and clarity. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords it can be a card of anxiety. Mental anxiety, mental anguish, overthinking. This is to let go, is a call to let go of the opinions of others that might be muddling your thinking. Are they blocking your path? Rely on your own thinking. Rely on your own thoughts. Rely on your own actions. The Knight of Swords is a fearless, enthusiastic energy, willing to take risks, willing to go after goals, go after their ambitions. They can be a little foolhardy. We have the Two of Pentacles following that card, a card of juggling energies. It's a balancing act, that Two of Pentacles. Perhaps it's a balancing act between this slow, stable energy of moving forward, of feeling honored, of making noble decisions of high importance, highly considered decisions, weighing out the forces at play. The Two of Coins is asking us to have a balance here. Because although we could be regarded as the victor, being honored for our courage. We can move forward with that courage, with knowledge, but not at our own expense. This is to remain in tune and in alignment with the path and not rush too wholeheartedly into the sun. Take it step by step. We need to go through this tower with a sense of pragmatism and consideration. This is to say, we have momentum to grab hold of the next wand being presented to us and look out on the horizon and expand our life, expand our path into something new. And maybe we have a plan to do so, but this is, what do they say? Not to cut your nose to spite your face. Not to bite the hand that feeds you. What do those messages attempt to convey? Can you clear out the unstable energy to move forward on your path, your spiritual path, with hope and a direction and knowledge, without being a jerk, basically, without being harsh towards others, without destroying everything in your path? Can you disassemble the tower with a considerate mindset of how perhaps it will affect others, so that you can take the elements that you need to take with you in order to build something stable for your future, perhaps without them? This would be to say, a modern example might be where a couple is married, living in a home that is shared, co-owned. It is bound by contract in a marriage. And they are going to these two individuals are getting a divorce. And what happens to the property therein? This could be, the tower could be one person just tearing through everything and throwing everything out the window in attempt to meet their new horizon, their new life, their new endeavor. And that is just absolutely destructive and does not serve much of a purpose. In that case, in that example, it would be better suited for both parties to dissolve that which they held together, to have a sense of balance in splitting the property, in dividing the assets. That is a more balanced and pragmatic way of dissolving this foundation that is no longer stable. That's part of the strategy. It would serve you better. So if there's something in your life that is clearly dissolving, it no longer serves you, and you recognize that. It doesn't matter whether other people involved recognize it or not. You know that you need to take up your energy and move yourself forward. How can you do so cleanly, efficiently, and without causing too much drama on another party or other parties? Sorry about that. It's blocking this reflection here on the cards. Yes, so how can you remove your energy from certain people or from certain situations, people and situations that no longer serve you? And how can you do that with a sense of pragmatism? You do it logically, carefully. There's some beaches people go to and there are signs posted that say carry in, carry out, or different hiking trails that say things like leave only footprints. How can you quietly and with kindness and keeping your energy to yourself pick up the pieces of what you want to take with you, who you are, what you're feeling your life is going to be about from here on out. How can you take these elements of you and move yourself forward to new horizons without blatantly and intentionally disrupting others in their lives? How can you do that? Can you meditate? Can you be quiet, rest, and consider what exactly you need to take with you, what kind of ramifications it might have on the lives of other people that surround you? How can you withdraw your energy from those with whom you have been up to this point sharing your life? This is the message that I have for the weekend. Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. Be well.